Every month, we release several hundred prisoners out of this system. Right now, I can almost guarantee you that 50% of them are going to commit new crimes and come back to prison.
I look at prison as a place to fix myself.
Some of these women were repeatedly abused. When we're traumatized, we lose control of our body. But when you come to dance, you're actually in control.
Dance changes everything. It helps me to find healthy ways to cope with issues that I'm dealing with, trauma, and become a better version of myself.
There's nothing good that comes of making prison more harsh than it already is on its own.
Here we go.
My name is Lucy Wallace, and I'm the founder of Dance to Be Free, which is a nonprofit. We teach women in prison how to dance, and then we teach them how to teach each other dance.
Oh, hi, Lucy.
Today we are dancing at Vista Correctional Facility in Pueblo, Colorado. It's a medium security prison with between 700 and 800 women.
Today is my first day going back to La Vista since I was released over 2.5 years ago.
There's so many emotions.
I'm going in to teach dance with Dance to Be Free. I am feeling excited and nervous and anxious, not really sure what to expect.
Okay, so here's the music, and I'm going to give you the playlist. Hang on. Okay.
There are three main reasons why people return to prison. The first is not having a job. The second thing is not having stable housing. The third thing that drives recidivism rates, and this is an important one really, is social bonds. I want more people on the outside who do not work for me to be inside the prison walls, making connections. So I've set an expectation with my staff that we're going to normalize the prison environment.
Johnson.
173509, Unit 6.
I've been incarcerated since 2015, and I've been in La Vista since 2016.
Last time!
We get frustrated a lot. We're all in a little box. Everything is like 5 steps away.
The biggest challenge for me now is feeling like I have overcome the things in me that were broken and not being able to pursue the things that I want to because I haven't served my full sentence yet.
You can just kind of shake it all off, and you can shake off some of the excess that we carried in here. I have done years of counseling and therapy, and I feel like I got more out of dance in just a short amount of time.
Some of these women were repeatedly abused. Then they arrive into a traumatizing environment. And when we're moving, we're accessing the trauma that's frozen in their body. When we're traumatized, we lose control of our body. But when you come to dance, you're actually in control.
For those who don't know, I was in your shoes, literally, and in your clothes, literally. And you guys can do it once you get out. Just do the next right thing. Stay out. Keep living right.
I was sexually abused as a child. I always had a skewed image of myself and my body and my sexuality. So when I found Dance to Be Free, it taught me, Lucy taught me, to let go of all of those inhibitions. I learned that I could dance for myself. I was no longer a sexual object. It healed parts of my body that I didn't even know were damaged. When I left, that was super emotional.
Ordinarily, I would have walked back to the units with the girls in my yellow and greens, and this is the first time I get to actually walk out with the crew, and it's just incredible to walk out of the gates when I had to stay here for 3.5 years, every day, every night. And so many times I remember saying goodbye to everybody as they were leaving and heading back to the unit, and now this time I'm leaving a free woman.
I just hope they all know their worth. I'm feeling like I finally have completed my sentence after all these years.
turn in there.
In the next 5 years, Dance to Be Free's goal is to expand to 13 new prisons across the country.
I teach dance at Lucy's studio. I would love to eventually teach in a studio of my own. I implement my newfound self-esteem that I got from Dance to Be Free daily, and it keeps me on the straight path.
I want reduced violence. I want reduced incidents. It's not just recidivism, but it's what happens behind here too.
What do you say to a victim's family who's been on the receiving end of a crime and, want an inmate to kind of be punished for what happened?
It's up to me and up to everybody who works in this department to do the best we can so it doesn't happen to somebody else. That's all. So I tell people, who do you want to be your neighbor? Do you want your neighbor to come back, not have a job, not have a stable place to live? And guess what? What do you think the likelihood of them committing a crime? Versus somebody who gets out, who has a job, who has a place to live, who has social bonds. I want them.
I look at prison as a place to fix myself. I learned a long time ago that life outside of here is going to continue to go on. To be a part of that, I need to continue on in here. And so dance is how I continue on.
Someday I'd like to own my own business. I'd like to do dance on the side and just try to be the best person, the best version of myself that I can be, and not ever come back to this place again.